Have you ever stumbled upon a forgotten ancient stone village, tucked away deep in China's remote mountains, where every weathered rock wall hides a shocking untold story from over 700 years ago? Today, we're ditching all the overcrowded mainstream tourist spots to take you inside a little-known historic hamlet linked to one of the most polarizing warlords in Chinese history, Sangui. Come walk with me down these slippery bluestone paths, worn smooth by centuries of rain and villager footsteps. Every stone house lining these narrow lanes was hand-built from local mountain slate. And right here, behind this aged stone gate marked house number 77, sits the former residence of Sangui's adopted godson. Before we step across this threshold and dive into the local clan's secret history, let's break down exactly who Sangui was, for anyone unfamiliar with China's dramatic Ming-Qing dynasty transition. Sangui was a powerful military general back in the 1600s, during the final days of China's Ming dynasty, the last Han-led royal empire. He commanded massive troops guarding China's vital northern mountain pass, tasked with defending the kingdom from Manchu invaders from the north. When rebel armies seized the Ming capital Per and brought the old dynasty crashing down, Sangui faced an impossible choice that would rewrite all of China's future. He made the controversial call to open the critical Shanghai Pass and ally his army with the Manchu tribes, clearing the way for the Qing dynasty to take control of the entire country and rule China for more than 260 years. As a reward for his military support, the Qing emperors named him Prince Pingxi, granting him complete rule over the vast southwest borderlands of Yunnan and Guizhou. He controlled his own armies, collected taxes, and held near-king power across the southwest for decades. But tensions flared when the central Qing court moved to strip him of his regional authority. In response, Sangui launched a huge nationwide rebellion to restore the fallen Ming dynasty. He even briefly declared himself emperor, yet his uprising quickly collapsed, and he passed away from illness shortly after claiming the throne. To this day, historians across the world debate his legacy. Some label him a traitor, others see him as a desperate man trapped between warring empires. Now let's shift our focus back to this quiet stone courtyard, standing right in front of our camera. This humble ancient dwelling is the ancestral home of Bao Sun, the 10th generation ancestor of the local Bao clan, and the officially recorded adopted godson of Sangui. Thanks to his tight personal bond with the mighty Prince Pingxi, Bao Sun rose to hold high official rank, trusted to govern territories under Sangui's southwest regime. But once Wu's rebellion fell apart, his entire faction fell out of imperial favor, marked as enemies of the new Qing court. To escape government persecution, Bao Sun and his entire clan fled deep into these isolated mountains, constructing this entire village entire from solid mountain stone. For more than 3 centuries, the Bao family hid their explosive historical secret within these thick stone walls, safe from imperial surveillance deep in this secluded valley. This hidden gem we're exploring today is Baotun Village, a raw, untouched ancient stone hamlet in Guizhou Province, southwest China. Hardly any international tourists know this place exists, which makes its dramatic dynasty-linked history even more special. Let's wander deeper through the main stone archway, draped with bright red Spring Festival banners hung by the village committee, lined with traditional red lanterns and layered rough stone staircases. Every single building here follows Guizhou Mountain Village architectural logic. Every wall, beam, and step is carved from slate, mined straight from surrounding hills. These heavy stone structures stand firm against relentless mountain rains and harsh cold winds, a brilliant example of ancient Chinese rural engineering, perfectly adapted to rugged mountain terrain. Unlike commercialized ancient towns packed with souvenir shops and crowds, Baotun Village is still a living, breathing residential hamlet. Local families still reside in these centuries-old stone homes, growing native mountain crops around their yards. Fragrant spice leaves, garlic, persimmons, dragon fruit, and pomegranate fill the village plots, blending quiet, ordinary rural life with weighty imperial history frozen within these walls. Take a close look at the faded stone plaque mounted above this historic doorway. Its etched Chinese characters officially identify this building as the former residence of Sangui's godson. This physical historical marker confirms the oral legends the Bao villagers have passed down through every generation for hundreds of years. Most foreign viewers only catch tiny fragmented snippets about Sangui in brief history videos or textbooks. Yet almost no content creators have covered this hidden mountain village, the quiet time capsule holding the untold side story of his most trusted adopted son, a man caught dead center in one of China's bloodiest dynastic power struggles. Every crack, dark water stain, and uneven slab of stone around us carries heavy emotional and historical weight. This village hasn't only survived wind, rain, and natural erosion over hundreds of years. It endured political purges, imperial crackdowns, and generations of families quietly concealing their dangerous connection to a notorious rebel warlord.
Ancient Chinese villages are never just piles of old stone buildings. They are living, walking libraries overflowing with endless human stories. Loyalty, betrayal, ambition, exile, and quiet survival that thin school textbooks can never fully capture. Most travel channels only showcase China's famous landmarks, grand palaces, giant Hakka-Tula walled villages, bustling ancient city streets. Remote, overlooked mountain hamlets like Baotun hold far more authentic, unfiltered chapters of Chinese history, hidden far from mainstream tourist crowds, waiting for curious explorers like us to uncover their secrets. As we stroll slowly through the damp, silent stone lanes of Baotun village, pause for a second to picture life here 300 years ago. Bao Sun once walked through this exact doorway, navigating deadly political chaos during Wu Sangui's rise and catastrophic fall, before leading his clan deep into these isolated hills to build this tight-knit stone settlement that still stands strong today. The red couplets plastered on every stone gate pillar carry simple, sincere wishes from local villagers, hope for peace, good fortune, and stable livelihoods. That gentle, calm rural optimism creates such a striking contrast against the violent, empire-shaking conflicts tied to this land centuries ago. That's the unmatched magic of China's lesser-known ancient villages. They weave peaceful, everyday peasant life together with massive national historical turning points, letting us touch history not just through printed words on a page, but through tangible, aged stone architecture surrounding us right now.
Many global audiences only associate Chinese historical sites with Eastern or Central China's popular scenic spots. Yet Guizhou's stone mountain villages hold equally profound, one-of-a-kind history rooted in southwest China's border wars, powerful regional warlords, and hidden clan legacies barely explored by international creators. Today's tour through Baotun village pulls back the curtain on this overlooked historical thread that permanently links warlord Wu Sangui, his adopted godson Bao Sun, and this entire stone hamlet built as a clan safe haven after Wu's crushing defeat. Standing beside this historic doorway, with its village street number and official heritage plaque in full view, we finally understand how tiny remote villages like this fill in the missing gaps of China's chaotic 17th century dynastic shift, stories that would vanish forever without these standing stone structures to preserve them. Every step we take across these worn blue stones peels back new layers of this wild story. Wu Sangui's sky-high ambition as a frontier warlord, the life-or-death precarity of his favored adopted son, the quiet, stubborn resilience of the Bao clan who built this whole village to protect their bloodline, and the peaceful mountain community that still calls this historic stone settlement home after more than 300 years. If you ever travel across China, always remember the most gripping, unique historical stories aren't locked inside crowded, famous scenic areas. They hide away in quiet mountain hamlets just like Baotun, where every weathered stone wall holds a dramatic, forgotten tale, waiting for travelers willing to step off the beaten tourist trail to listen and learn the full, unfiltered history behind this ancient Chinese village forever tied to the legendary warlord Wu Sangui.